afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for Wednesday, May 15, 2024. Well, after 3:15 p.m. Eastern. We're having a time for change call tonight, around 9 p.m. or so Eastern. It's going to be, like Ed Sullivan would say, it's going to be a really big shoe. Everything you see is the result Everything you see is the result of your thoughts. There is no exception to this fact at all, period. Everything you see is the result of your thoughts. You correlate that. Now, your ego mind, your mind is too small to understand that. Okay, so that's why you have that feeling when you look out there and you say, come on. Everything I see is a result of my thoughts. Yes. Everything you see is a result of your thoughts. Now, of course, we all know we've been trained and programmed and conditioned throughout the ages to believe that there's no way we're that powerful. There's no way that we're powerful at all. That's just made up horse pucky. That everything that you see is a result of your thoughts. Now, when you realize, and you say, okay, so my ego mind replays over 60,000 thoughts a day, every single day that I'm in this body. That replays over 60,000 thoughts a day. And the next day, and the next day, and the next day. And you see, when you realize that you are going to master your thoughts, this is when you, after a while, you automatically do it. You'll know, you'll have thoughts that will appear out of nowhere. And you'll immediately pick up through your heart mind it. That's an ego mind thought. Those are not my thoughts. They're either ego mind or someone else's thoughts. They're not mine. And they'll fade. Sometimes it's heavy duty. It comes at you constantly. These weird thoughts keep coming in. And you just keep responding by, those are not my thoughts. I don't care to engage in them. He says you start understanding the feeling you receive from those thoughts immediately as soon as they come in. And then we understand that they're just thoughts. They have no teeth, no claws, no nothing. They're completely harmless until we decide, bring one in, move it into form, right? Bring it into our reality and experience it. That's what happens all the time to all of us on this planet. But when you choose to say, I'm going to go within, and I'm going to find out exactly who and what I am. And I know that I'll come across good parts of me, bad parts of me, and I will forgive and accept every single one of them and love them just as much. I'll love the bad parts just as much as I do the good parts. Now, you see, it's challenging because when you're conditioned a certain way, and then this comes in, this doesn't feel comfortable at first. It really doesn't. It feels pulling, okay, to us when it comes in. It's not easy peasy, smooth and breezy. It kind of comes in and you go, I don't like the feeling I'm getting. I don't really like it. But then you understand it's new. It's something that you're not really acclimated to at all. So then you sit there and you say, okay, all right, I'll give this the benefit of the doubt, and I'll just keep going forward with it. And you find different avenues, and as you go deeper within you, you discover more and more. And you start to realize is that When you put attention on you, I mean you the God within that body, it becomes a whole different understanding. You're no longer worrying, stressing, and fearing about everything out there, which you created. And this is, you know, you hear me talk about this a lot. This is a reprogramming for us, all of us. Kind of like, you know, you wipe the hard drive completely free, clean it out, and then you put a new operating system on it, and then you start programming yourself. And your operating system is what? Higher vibrational frequency, fifth dimension, new earth, new technologies, completely brand new life. Those are your vibrational frequencies. So wouldn't you be motivated to go within and to find your God within you? See, each day you will go deeper and deeper and deeper. And with all this stuff, right, flying around us, I mean, it's like, let's say it's a heavy snowstorm. Can't see anything. It's all white out. Just coming from all different directions. And you got doom and gloom over here, doom and gloom over here, and you've got this over here and this over here. It's compelling. It seems, doesn't it? To some it seems real, but it isn't. It isn't real. So, but what happens is that a lot of us get sucked into it. Even though we say, no, yeah, this is just a facade. But you still get, there's something, someone says it, and you go into it, say. And you say to yourself, well, I'm not going to go into that. I'm going to spend time focusing on what I want, life I want to live on this planet, and I'm going to spend time focusing on how I want my life to be. You're the designer. You're the architect, the designer. You're the engineer. You're the contractor, the construction worker. You're all of it. So you're the one laying it out. No one else can. You can. For you. And this is where our energy should be going right now. Not this old, doesn't it feel old? I mean, really, really, really old. I mean, how many times we've been on this planet and we've been, how many rodeos we've had, all of us? I mean, we've been here thousands and thousands of times. And so it's kind of like, it's almost like a sixth sense. Not quite that you have such clarity with past lives yet, but you feel through the heart, mind, and the God that you are that, you know, this is really boring stuff. The doom and the gloom and the threat of war and the conflict and the end of America and the end of this and all this garbage. Doesn't it seem really old? I mean, it's like, you probably, maybe you've seen like a newspaper, right, that's been flattened, maybe rained on, and it road, you know, tires over it on the road, and it's all dimpled and everything. It's stuck together. It'd be like you trying to pick that up off the pavement and start trying to read it. Okay? That's how absurd all of this information is. So you know that everything you see is a result of your thoughts. There's no acceptance of this fact. Right out of the Course of Miracles. And Course of Miracles came from an off-worlder. So, or a lot of information. So, That's got to be front and center. Really, for all of us. And see, it can't be forced, manipulated, tricked. You can't be tricked. You decide through your heart-mind. That's it. In fact, all the information that I share, you absorb it through the heart-mind. You choose. No one else does. And this is a counteractive, acknowledged, comprehensive awareness that you are actually deciding, not your ego mind, but you're deciding through the heart mind, said, I'm just not going to do this anymore. I want happy, joy, bliss. That's what I want. And that's within me. So it's not like something you gain or you learn. It's something that you discover, which has always been, always will be, ever, beyond, and forever within you. See, your joy, your happiness, your bliss, your excitement, all of that is within you. It's not something that, see, I think people, I've had people write in and say, I want joy. I want you to send me joy. When the joy is within you. See, but when you start layering stuff, blanket after blanket, blankets at first aren't heavy, but you keep layering them, and this starts to get pretty heavy. And it's a choice because you continually engage on that superficial activity out there, all that crap flying around, then you're going to have low frequency existence. You'll tire yourself out, you'll burn yourself down, and you'll just get more into the goop. And you make the choice and you say, I'm done with this, okay? And someone talks with you about it and you go, yeah, well. And here's the culminating factor. We all create what we see. Everything that we look at, we've already created it. And all of our thoughts created it. No exception to the fact. Have you ever, taken a road trip or gone somewhere? Maybe in your own community or something. And you look at something and you go, boy, wouldn't it be nice if there were some trees there and it was all cleaned up, right? That'd really be nice. And you could be out in nature and say that, a lot of fallen, rotted trees on the ground and stuff, and you say, that'd be nice if that was all cleaned up and more sunshine could get into the forest, that type of thing. And so then you leave, right? And a while later, you find yourself back there. And you start looking around. Now, you don't recognize much because it's all changed. All that fallen the fallen lumber timber trees is gone. It's all cleaned up. There's not any overgrowth. And actually, it revealed a little pond in there. And you're going, is this the same? This is the same place I came to before. But it was what you were thinking. It was your thoughts. Now, do we identify with that? Mostly no. We just say, well, this is really nice out here. We don't say, well, this is the same place I was before, but boy, it's really changed. And that's why it's our choice. You choose to be in the goop or not to be. And you could do it in a split second. By dropping into the heart and saying, I'm not interested in this anymore. And I'm very grateful that I have experienced it, but I don't care to experience it anymore. I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to focus my thoughts on what I want. That's it. Now Now, not fixate, not attached, and not expectations. Because you know why you don't have those? Because you have 100% confidence, trust, and faith in yourself and the universe. That's why you don't have that attachment and fixed connection with it. You know it. You know within your heart mind that, okay, so I've intended this, universe heard it, now it'll be manifested. It'll start taking form. And you just leave it alone. And lo and behold, it will show up. Now, every one of us have the power. We didn't gain the power. We have the power to do this. Now, to access the most magical foundation within your being, all you got to do, it's the easiest thing in the world. Relax and become very still. This is what we do on these meditations. Relax into the body. Become very still. You'll want to let go of all your efforting, right? And do nothing. Now, the challenge for some of us, obsessive compulsive behaviors and stuff like that, that's a toughie because those people cannot focus on pretty much anything for any length of period of time because they have the afterburners on 24/7 and everything has to be a certain way for them. And it's very disrupting if it isn't. That's tough. So, these learned habits through not knowing ourselves, they get in our way. So you imagine that, right? You relax and become very still. You'll want to let go of all your efforting and just do nothing. Now, you may think that you need to hold your mind still in such a way that it no longer is moving at all. Yet, this may only make the mind more jumpy. When you simply practice letting go, letting everything in this universe be exactly the way it is, you'll feel a subtle, calm sensation in your heart, and something will tell you that everything is perfectly okay. Eventually, the mind will relax and find peace, which will allow you to rest, fall into the innermost core of your being. You see what you're doing with the mind? I believe that most of us who experience this, if not all of us, the most amazing things manifest in this life. The very moment you get your mind out of the way and open yourself up to being fully in this eternal moment of now. Okay? For some people, a universal understanding of this life instantly begins flooding the mind. Your body may feel light and tense right now. Yet when you relax into the innermost center of your being, you will find that all tension instantly melts away. The key is to learn how to relax deeper into the now and trust that your soul's true infinite existence will guide you and show you the way to let go and find a greater trust in this life Now, we all know that this universe never makes mistakes. Okay. In fact, mistakes it's a made-up word on this planet anyway, like a lot of them. Mistakes is based upon ego mind. So it never makes mistakes, and it knows no limits to how far it reaches into you. And it's always creating everything totally perfect in every way. You start to see that this life is divinely perfect, exactly as it is. When you realize the perfection that this life already contains, then you will stop doing what? Fighting it. Most of the people on this planet, they fight their life. It's crazy. I always talk about what they don't like and what this and that and this and that and this and that and this and that. It's just a constant, continual flow. I don't think they're aware of what they're doing. It is only through the energy of trusting in the divine perfection that you can relax all internal efforting and dive deep enough inside you to access the innermost core of your being. So the center of you, right, the center of your being is where all your real power is found. It is your real magic wand that can create anything you desire. It is the place where this entire universe you are creating in each moment is designed. When you go to where the source of where your thoughts are radiating from, you become the source of life itself. The day you are in touch with the core of what you are, you will be able to grow new roots for stability in your life. Branch out into the skies of your true, unlimited potentiality. And if you follow this, this is a good quote from the Bhagavad Gita. Know that the self is the rider, and the body the chariot. The intellect is the charioteer, and the mind the reins. The senses, say the wise, are the horses. The roads they travel are the mazes of desire. The wise call the self the enjoyer when it is united with the body, the senses, mind. So people go, where the heck is it? Where is the being? Where is the center of my being? Well, we call a magical core. It's buried deep and is hidden beneath layers and layers and layers of beliefs, memories, and ideas about who you are. It is not necessarily at the core of your physical body, yet is at the core of your being. And to find this place, and there's no other way. Everybody's, all the gurus throughout existence, there's only one way. To find this place, your body must be totally relaxed and at ease, naturally. When this occurs, your mind and all of its layers of thoughts fall away. You must choose to totally be willing to surrender to this experience of your life in this now moment for total relaxation to take place. See, it's letting go of all that stuff that we carry, the ego mind stuff yesterday and tomorrow. It's just like, it's like a Velcro board, and it's all stuck on there. When the mind simply lets go of all of its planning, scheming, and efforting, your body naturally becomes completely at ease, and your core presents itself to you. We've got 2 tickets while we're in these bodies. All right? This is the mind. There's 2 tickets. One ticket for our mind, right, is our ticket to prison. The other ticket is to freedom. Most people pick the ticket to prison, which is all made up anyway. By understanding that we don't know everything there is to know just yet, you open your mind to an entirely new world of possibility. One of them is that you are living in a super powerful manifesting vehicle in a multi-dimensional infinite universe which has unlimited potentiality and energy to create anything. Let this idea open your mind right now. Drop all limited perceptions you used to have about what is possible and what is not. You got to just drop them away. This is the greatest opportunity for any of us of a lifetime, to be open to that anything is possible. Anything. Allow this moment to sink down into your body. Follow it into your deepest, innermost essence, where you can relax and connect with the most fertile soil, your soul. Now, our core essence, your core essence, is the only place you can experience the truth of who you are. It is where you will know yourself as divine. It is not through a new idea presented by the mind that you'll uncover this awesome discovery. It is only through the heart of your presence, spiritual source of you, where you can reveal the only thing that is truly real. And it's not hard to do. It's a simple exploration that only a childlike curiosity can handle. So look deeply inside. You are this true essence already. It is what you've been searching for your entire life or lifetimes. It is so close to you that if you're using the mind at all, even a sliver of the mind, you'll miss it. Now, this profound inner experience doesn't happen by thinking about it or trying to make it happen. In fact, it's just the opposite. You drop into it when you have let go of all efforting, completely stop thinking, and simply start resting and relaxing into your innermost being. It isn't through your head that the real answers in this life are found, as many believe it is, but your heart that you can experience enlightenment. You're not going to experience it through the ego mind, the head. A cosmic creative energy rushes in the instant you let go of using your brain to try to attain it and relax your body into whatever you are right now. Now, you may not understand this completely, yet the greatest opportunity of this lifetime, or any for that matter, is simply to be here now. When you allow this moment to sink into your body, You become complete with this life, and life becomes complete with you. You instantly fall into yourself again and again and again. You discover that your deepest, innermost essence was always here. And to connect with it is as simple as passing a rake over the fertile soil, your soul. And you simply reach down, touch the dirt, and you'll discover the magical core of your being instantly. You can instantly realize that you are and always were intimately connected with an all-powerful, intelligent energy that is already helping you manifest everything you desire. We're already magical, all of us. We are already manifesting beings who are simply conditioned and programmed by parents, siblings, schools, teachers, media, all of it, to make us think that we're not. Worked pretty good, didn't it? Once we know that we are very, very, very powerful, that we don't have to exercise this power, we can simply manifest anything we want at any moment. Now, you have this feeling, you all do, since most people around you are most likely still asleep to this knowledge, it's going to take every bone in your body to create the strength needed to wake yourself up completely to it. Almost every human being on this earth becomes lost in the illusions and beliefs of others. Now, we came into this incarnation with blinding past karma to clear away, and are thus deeply unaware that there is a great divine source emanating already within our very being. When the mind is habitually distracted, like right now on this planet, by thoughts constantly getting lost in a vast sea of things, ideas, future concepts, and memories, it forgets the real reason you are here. And to find that golden castle hidden deep in the hills, yet sometimes even though you may think you are sidetracked, if you have not totally forgotten the possibility that there is a greater power inside you in this now moment, you are almost all the way home. You just need to make it your number one priority if you wish to access it 24 hours a day. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't any of us not want to access it? Well, again, we get sidetracked. All this goop out there flying around. There are many things that the mind believes is more amazing and will do anything to get you there. It will want to work harder to get you there. And yet once it arrives, it will doubt that you have arrived. When you are living up in your head, always following the mind, imagining this and that, you will feel lost. This is normal and the right experience for those who live in between their ears. When you are connecting with your innermost magical being, the mind seems like a dry, thirsty desert, and you are already swimming in the vast ocean. When you've arrived at your magical core, you'll notice that the images in your mind will change. Yet you always feel connected at your core to the source of life. You'll feel free from the mind, and yet able to use the mind to redirect you back into this magical core essence of who and what you are. Now, accessing our magical core is not about creating a new experience of you or a bigger understanding of who you are. It's more simple than that. It's all about diving into what your experience of this life is, as it is right now. You do not realize how much you are trapped up in your head. Thoughts are always flying by, and you're still attempting to deal with them. Do not touch the thoughts. Just watch them as if they were clouds far, far, far away. Do not engage them. When life gives you a great challenge, such as how to master your mind, the best way you can meet this divine opportunity is to just feel calm. Relax and at ease inside. Know that practicing this in itself will master the mind. The day you can remain truly relaxed all the way to your core, all day long, then you'll know you have arrived. The magical core of your innermost being is found through this infinite dive deeper and deeper and deeper inside you. It is the most sacred and awesome thing you can explore with your life in this universe. The reality comes shining through when you return to what is real. Okay, so you ask yourself, what is real? There's only one thing that's real. Only one thing. And what is that? The God that you are in that body. That's the only thing that's real. Everything else is transitory. Mind and its excessive worry-filled imagination was your everyday reality, yet could change as swiftly into a cosmic consciousness with your next breath of air. All it needs is a tiny opening in the door of your being. The very moment your mind has found the source of stillness inside you, you will know this truth. This innermost core of your being is the final frontier. We are here to explore. At the core of you is the spiritual source of existence. It is what gives you life, breathes life through you, and is the reason for all enjoyment, pleasure, and freedom from suffering. It is what you really are when the continuous mind chatter gets quiet. When you truly explore the source, from where every little thought arises, you simply experience a unique yet eternal expression of yourself we'll call your beingness. The result is absolute freedom and the realization that you always had the option to be free from suffering and will have that option forevermore. When you do arrive at the core of your being, you will authentically feel in touch with everything in this life. There is this 100% honest relationship that naturally happens with others. You cannot lie to anyone or anything. You are with yourself in a way that you can only speak your greatest possible truth. If you would lie about something, you'd instantly feel a great disconnect and subtle pain with your core. A small fib makes you feel 1,000,000 miles away from home, and living on some imaginary cloud made of unstable thoughts. It is only when we speak our truth, dive into feeling the truth of who we are, and live from this radical honesty, that the magical core is naturally revealed. Receptivity is your personal effort. You must not try to do anything else, for in fact, you can't do anything else. If we are standing in darkness and do our part by opening the door, the light rushes in to meet us. Vernon Howard. We are living in a world filled with energy and information that is extremely impermanent and constantly changing. And our body, our house, whatever, our kids won't look the same. We know all this in 10 years. Not to mention the next 40 years, unless you establish a deep connection with the spiritual source of infinite energy inside. Once you do, your body will exist in a state of absolute health and vitality forever. Forever. You see, yeah. You feel that in the heart mind, don't you? Wow, that's just how we've been misdirected, so to speak. People say, well, how do you know that? Well, you do enough digging and get to the right, correct, truthful information. You find out that our ancestors lived to be 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 years. Yeah. Isn't that amazing? You'll find out that our teeth in our mouths were never supposed to rot out. We're never supposed to have abscesses. We're never supposed to have any issues. And look. And they were healthy, by the way. They weren't decrepit. The unlimited potential energy is always inside us at the core and is ready for you to reveal yourself to it right now. Massive positive change begins with one simple choice. The decisions to relax deeply into the experience you're having right now. And once you consciously and continuously choose this, you can release your rushing habit and lifestyle that believes there's somewhere better than here now. Only then can you access the ability to give yourself permission to relax. When you have no concept of time and are truly honoring the timeless, eternal being that you are, you can actually relax into the core of your innermost being. Join you in a meditation. I'll return to close us out. Take an easy and slow breath in through the nose. Easy and slow breath out from the mouth. The quality of our personal relationships represents how interconnected and whole we are within ourselves. For today, take some time to recognize and acknowledge all the interactions, connections, relations, and relationships you're still thinking about from your past. This may seem like an impossible feat, yet just do the best memory recall you can. Go back to your childhood, grade school, high school. Take a good look at what memories you are still repeating. What would you have done or said differently? What do you wish you would have experienced? What happened to your heart when you did start doing and saying what you wanted to do? Your assignment is to go and tell those people what you most need to say and start doing those things you most want to do with them. This is your chance to make a significant life change in their heart and in yours. This exercise is huge and will free up more spiritual connection than you know. Take this with you for the rest of the day, into the evening and night, the following morning. We will return here tonight for the TFCC call around 9 p.m. Eastern or so. And Thursday, May 16, 2024, around 3:15 p.m. Eastern, to continue our global guided meditation call. Be gentle, kind, generous, and humble with yourself at all times. Be in the highest of the highest high, deepest of the deepest deepest, purest of the purest purest, eternal gratitude at all times, and watch the magic flow in.